Once upon a time, in a small, sunlit village surrounded by green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a kind man named Josiah. He was not rich and he did not have a grand house, but everyone who knew him said he had the brightest smile and the gentlest heart in the village. Josiah worked hard every day. He tended his small garden, growing vegetables and flowers. He repaired broken tools, helped mend leaky roofs, and even fixed the village well when it stopped working. But there was something special about Josiah. He never talked about the good things he did. He never bragged or wrote letters telling people how much he had helped. One morning, the village children saw Josiah carrying buckets of water from the stream. "Good morning, Josiah," they called. "Good morning, little ones," Josiah said with a warm smile. "Are you tired carrying all that water?" asked one child. Josiah shook his head. "No, my friends. God gives me the strength I need. I don't work for praise. I work because he asked me to love and help others." The children looked puzzled. "But don't you want people to know how much you do?" Josiah chuckled softly. "God already knows, and that is enough for me." One day, a big storm came to the village. The wind howled, and the rain poured down like a waterfall. Trees fell, roofs leaked, and the village well overflowed. Everyone was afraid, but Josiah didn't run. He rolled up his sleeves and went to work. He helped rebuild the broken roofs, cleared fallen branches, and carried buckets of water to thirsty families. Even after the storm, Josiah never spoke about all the hard work he had done. He didn't write a letter bragging about his efforts or ask for thanks. Instead, he helped quietly and smiled gently. A few weeks later, a traveler came to the village. He had heard about Josiah and wanted to meet him. "Sir," the traveler asked, "how can you do so much work and always stay so happy?" Josiah smiled and said, "I trust God to give me what I need. When I serve him, I don't need anyone to tell me I'm doing well. God sees everything, and his love is enough." The traveler thought about this for a long time. He realized that Josiah's joy and peace did not come from what he had, from praise, or from rewards. His happiness came from trusting God and helping others quietly without boasting. Soon the children of the village began following Josiah's example. They helped carry water, feed animals, and tidy up the village without expecting anyone to notice. And the villagers began to understand too. When people serve quietly and trust God, their joy spreads like sunshine, touching everyone around them. Josiah grew old, but his heart remained gentle and full of joy. He never spoke of his needs or asked for praise, and every day he continued to serve others, trusting that God would always provide. Godly people trust God for all they need. They help others quietly, without bragging. When we serve humbly and trust God, our hearts are filled with joy, and we make the world a kinder place.